As I stand before you, I feel extremely blessed to be here tonight. When Mr. Vino approached me about speaking at this year's Noche Cultural banquet, I was like, wow, you want me to speak? I couldn't believe it, especially after finding out that Eva Longoria was gonna be here today. It feels surreal, and if you were to tell me a few years ago that I would be at this stage in my life, I would have thought you were kidding. My name is Alberto Peña, and I am a senior majoring in supply chain and logistics. I was born and raised in the great city of Houston. I am 23, and I am the oldest of 4 siblings. My mother immigrated to the United States from Mexico, and at the age of 16, she gave birth to me. Growing up, she sacrificed everything she had in order for my siblings and I to have a better life. While most kids had a father to throw the football to or play sports with, I didn't. So many of my early lessons in life were being taught to me by the experiences and the environment I was living in, by my peers. Before my mother got deported back to Mexico, Before my mother got deported back to Mexico, I can recall having faced many hardships. On one occasion, we lived without running water for 3 months because my mother could not afford to pay the bill. My mother had us place pots and pans and buckets and like this big old trash bin outside our patio so that we could catch rainwater to shower and use the restroom. I'll never forget that, and luckily it rained a lot during that time. God was definitely listening after our prayers. So on days that I can't take a hot shower, I guess I really have nothing to complain about, right? But besides our constant financial struggles, getting an education and being successful was my mother's greatest desire for us because she never got more than a 6th grade education. I still remember the times when my mother wouldn't let me get up from the kitchen table to go outside and play with my friends until I finished my homework. Oh boy, I used to throw a fit. However, when I reflect back now, I thank her so much for actually forcing me to finish my schoolwork because it instilled in me the determination that I have. She instilled in us many valuable life lessons like the value of education and the importance of $1 and hard work and whatever. My mother always says, échale ganas, work hard. Though my mother would always try to give us positive advice, the neighborhoods we lived in weren't the safest or the greatest. You had gangs, drugs, shootouts, police officers constantly taking people to jail. Growing up, I had few and sometimes no role models because most of the people that I knew were not interested in going to school and definitely not interested in getting good grades. So the possibility of ever going to college never occurred to me until my senior year after high school. The Academic Achievers Program has been a true blessing and just a wonderful family to be a part of. Being a first-generation college student, I really struggled the first year at the University of Houston. I had to take remedial courses because I was not prepared for the college level. On top of that, I could not afford my books, and I wasn't sure how to study or seek the help that I really needed. Luckily, I was introduced to the Academic Achievers Program who really took me in and taught me the necessary tools that I desperately needed to be a successful college student. They provided me with tutors in various fields, brought in professional mentors and companies to inspire and give us advice. They awarded me with an incredible scholarship that has funded most of my academic career and has allowed me to remain in school. But furthermore, the Academic Achievers Program introduced me to a fantastic family of friends. I cannot stress how grateful I am for programs like AAP because without them, well, you will not see this young man standing before you this evening. I'm on the verge of graduating from a Tier 1 university with honors, and even though my mother would not be there, I'll be thinking of her every step of the way. Hard work has always been a staple in my family. And I've been fortunate enough to have had 2 internships with Fortune 500 companies, Pepsi and Toyota. I know that I wouldn't have been able to accomplish these many things in life without the help and motivation of these many individuals, such as Mr. Trevino, Mr. Chandler, Tessa Diaz, Dr. Murillo, Dr. Mendiola, and the many more people that have impacted my life in some shape or form. Thank you for truly caring and wanting to make a difference in the lives of people in the community. With hope, I can impact many in a major way like you have impacted me. The reason I strive to be successful in everything I do is because I realize that it is way bigger than just myself now. I have younger siblings that look up to me as a role model. There are kids in the community that have to endure similar pains and struggles that I did. Where I grew up, every day we lose a future engineer to gang violence. We lose a future doctor to addiction. We lose a future lawyer to suicide. My mentor once told me, thank God for everything you have, but also ask him for ways and opportunities that you can impact somebody else's life in a major way. And I've really taken that wisdom to heart. You can find a positive, behind any negative situation. I just want to thank you very much once again for being here. To the sponsors, thank you for all the help and support that you provide to this program because, like I said earlier, without people like you, I would not be here. Thank you for truly caring and wanting to invest in our futures and for believing in us when others wouldn't. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.